Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, which is our new championship that I have made myself. It is called the Nations Cup. Basically, it is countries from all over the world taking part in a NASCAR Cup. But it's a Nations Cup instead, so it's just countries instead of drivers. So the drivers are the countries. So there's no names for the countries. They are just South Korea, France, Morocco, Switzerland, etc., etc., etc. And our first race is at Las Vegas. We've got 81 laps, and the weather is clear, 70 degrees. And as you can see, the first pole winner of this championship is South Korea with a time of 28.024. France in second place, Morocco in third. Some big names down below. USA, I expected them to be a lot higher due to NASCAR being based in America. Britain down in 15th. Australia 17th. Brazil down in 18th. Germany up in 10th. And at the back of the grid we have Saudi Arabia. So let's accelerate to the race.
Drivers, to your cars. Drivers, to your cars.
There we go, a little bit of a malfunction there. I forgot to accelerate it, and I accelerated it and started. So we've restarted here. We are on the pace lap with the drivers and the teams. And as you can see, we have a new logo. It's NASCAR Nations Cup in the background there. So this should be interesting. We are using the original Cup cars for this. That's why they have all the spoilers. It was just a lot easier to make the skins for them, which again they weren't too hard to do. So without further ado, let's get on with the race. And they are off for the first lap of 81. Morocco making a very strong start, as is France. South Korea dropping in third place. France are trying to extend that gap by the looks of things. The number 20 car. South Africa, as you can see there, pushing their way up into the top three. You can't beat that NASCAR sound of the cars just flying by. France still holding on to the lead, but South Africa are pushing up, and so is America. I knew America would. They are the home of NASCAR, so you can't imagine they're going to sit back and watch from the stands. And wow, look at America, look at Team USA, they are really pushing there. What is their secret? Wow, they have pushed way from the back of the qualifying grid up into first place by the looks of things. No, they are second. France are still holding that position. They are still holding that position, but America are not giving up. Morocco coming back. Jamaica now in fourth place. Let's look at the table. As you can see, France still holding on to that lead. 0.79 seconds. Morocco in third, Jamaica fourth, South Africa fifth. Absolutely fantastic by them. At the back we've got Brazil, Russia, Croatia, Germany, and my country, Great Britain, in 13th place. It looks like America are dropping back. Morocco have overtaken them, but France are still holding on to this lead. Could this be a good thing, or could it be a bad thing? Are America holding back to pace themselves? No cautions as yet, touching wood. No cautions as of yet. Could we have a potential clean race here? 12 laps of 81 have gone so far, and France have led all the way. I think bar one lap actually. I can't remember. We will look at that at the end of the race. And look at this. Is that Poland? Is that Poland sneaking in from nowhere to try and overtake France? On board with Poland now, and as you can see, France in the top right of their windscreen. France are not giving up that position lightly. They are fighting this championship. They want to win. See, Jamaica are now up in third place, with America have fallen back behind into sixth place. Unbelievable. Hi Magnus, how are you? Why are you not at school, young man? Yes, I created these in Photoshop, or Krita as it's called, and then put the files into NASCAR 2003. And it looks like, well, it doesn't look like, it is, Poland have overtaken the long-term leaders, France, on lap 16. We are on lap 17, and France are, oh, and here we go for the pits. We are going for the pits. Everyone has gone in except for a few cars, as you can see. Poland first in the pit stops as they come in. Will France get out first, I wonder? Who will be coming out first? And the other drivers who lap them are obviously going to pit afterwards, I guess. And who is that coming out first? We shall see. And it is Poland out first, France, Jamaica, absolutely fantastic, Japan there as well, there goes America, Saudi Arabia, Sweden, Russia, South Korea, Britain, Portugal, Finland, and I think that's Costa Rica, and that is Canada. So that was the first round of the pits, and they all went pretty well. There is the change, but it will update itself once Poland get out or get past South Africa and go past that start finish line. Here they come. It should update itself now, hopefully. Poland are second, South Africa are first due to them pit stops. Poland have now retaken the lead, with South Africa now in second place. Australia up in third, Switzerland at the back of the grid. And yes, Magnus, I have seen you have changed your name again. You are awesome F1 driver, but I shall continue to call you Magnus. So Poland leading the way in this first round of the Nations Cup. South Africa in second due to their very, very talented pit crew. Jamaica there, Australia, Croatia go past, flying past. Germany are now making their way up the standings, hoping to go for a win on their first round of this Nations Cup. Looks like Jamaica have overtaken South Africa for that second spot. Poland still leading the way. Australia in fourth there. As you can see, it looks like Japan have got the fifth spot. Spain as well there. And America. Where are America? Are they down in eighth spot maybe? looks like Jamaica are pushing Poland, and they could overtake them. By the way, if you've not noticed, all the cars are the Ford Tauruses. The only reason I did that is so everyone was on a mutual level, because I didn't know if the game would play around with different cars and make different cars better for different nations. So they're all the same car, and obviously they're Ford because NASCAR comes from America, and so does Ford. I know Chevrolet does as well, but Ford, everyone knows Ford. Let's take a look at the table as the eye in the sky follows the leaders as Poland look to overtake Jamaica. Jamaica currently in the lead, and at the back Canada, who are out with a camshaft issue. Unfortunate for them, very sad indeed, and it looks like America, the number 8 car, is back in 11th. Not good for them, considering they had such a good start after a bad qualifying. Britain, my country, in 16th. Germany have pushed their way up to 10th, and obviously in the top 10 you've got Italy, Croatia, Spain, France, Australia, Japan, South Africa, Poland, and leading the way is Jamaica. Who would have thought Jamaica, the home of the bobsleigh team, are currently in lap 29 and they are in first place. Come on, Jamaica! It looks like Poland have undertaken, sorry, not Poland, Japan, sorry, have undertaken Jamaica and gone for first place. Very, very smart move from Japan there. Still with Japan, and as you can see, Poland and Jamaica are fighting for that first spot, with France still up there in the top 4. Looks like Poland have retaken their position at the top of the cherry tree, with Japan falling behind into second, France in third place, still holding on to that position. They want to get back into first. Are we going to see some more pit stops? And there you go, Poland going into the pits like I thought they would, going back into the pit stops. As you can see, cars are going past. Not everyone is coming in though, like last time. Will we see anyone else come in? There you go. France, Japan, sorry, Australia, South Africa, Croatia, Germany, Italy, Saudi Arabia and Morocco come in. Also Greece come in, and all the other drivers are now coming in. It looks like Poland are straight out again. Poland have a fantastic pit crew by the looks of things. Is this something that we need to look for throughout the season? Are they potential champions, or is this just a lucky day for them? So what has that done to the standings? Brazil now currently in the lead. Is that official? Do we know what happens when Poland go over the start finish line? Where will they go to? Into 4th place. Does that mean Brazil are now leading this Las Vegas Nations Cup first round race? There is Spain coming out. So I guess not. I guess Poland will get back into 1st place. Canada out with a camshaft, unfortunately. Didn't get to see them this time around. Panama, sorry, at the back. They were near the front of the grid for a little bit. Switzerland at the back there. My country, Great Britain, in 16th. And there it is confirmed. Poland and Japan back up the top. France now in 4th position. Were in 1st for about 17-18 laps, if I remember correctly. Spain in 5th. Brazil in 12th, America in 13th. A bad race for them, the home of NASCAR. No cautions as of yet. Japan and Poland fighting it out. The red and white cars at the front fighting it out for 1st place. Don't forget, it is the final round of the Piston Cup this evening. The final round, race 26. Who will win the championship, the Piston Cup Championship? The final round of the Piston Cup will be on this evening, and it will be around 8 PM UK time, hopefully. There's hopefully no coronavirus here, Magnus, and yes, you do like the mini drivers. Not my scene, I'm afraid, but looking forward to seeing a video from you on your channel. Don't forget, guys, go and have a look at Magnus's channel when he does decide to do some mini driving stuff. As you can see, Spain are fighting up there. Are Spain actually in the top? They're in third. Spain have come from nowhere into third place. Fantastic. South Africa now in fourth. France now in a dismal seventh. Very bad for them. They have lost a lot of pace. There could be something wrong with the car. Portugal a lap behind. They're not on the lead lap anymore. Poland again have retaken the lead. Germany now in 11th. USA still in 13th. Britain still in 16th. Let's go and ride with Britain and have a look at their car. There is Britain going past the start finish line in 16th place. And there is America down in 13th behind Brazil. Let's take a look at Germany then. There is the German car. They are down in 11th place. I think they were hoping for a better start to the championship, but points is points. So it looks like South Africa have now overtaken the leaders and gone into the lead with Spain behind them. From what I can see, Poland are now in 5th place by the looks of things. So coming to 50 laps with Spain and South Africa fighting out for first place. Looks like Spain have taken the inside lane there. 50 laps, no cautions at Las Vegas so far. This is a very clean race. South Africa looking to regain that first spot. Australia there up in 4th. And here we go for some more pit stops. Looks like Jamaica may have pulled out of this race with engine problems. Jamaica now down in 16th. Will they be pulling out? Let's go and have a look at the Jamaican team. Where are they? They're not 16th, they are number 9. Looks like they went in the pits beforehand, did an early pit stop. Very, very interesting from them. Has that put Jamaica in the lead? So Jamaica have come out the pits behind South Africa. Looks like Spain are in the lead, Japan behind, South Africa in third, Jamaica in fourth. It seems to be between these guys now. They have made a big enough gap to fight for the podium spots. It will be down to obviously pit stops that could change things dramatically. There's Poland there, bad for Poland at the moment, considering they were first for so long, and France as well. But we are looking at these four. Spain now back in fourth, Japan back in first. So South Africa are now making a little bit of a gap between them and the three other players behind them. Jamaica, Spain and Japan. Japan falling back there. South Africa are trying to make a big dent in that, using that clean air to get them further ahead of their competitors. But Jamaica are not giving up, and nor are the other three. There you go, South Africa in the lead, Jamaica and Spain make up the top three spots, but Japan are pushing. There obviously is 3 podium spots, and Japan want one of them, Australia in 5th. There is a big gap between them, and looks like 4th place Spain now. Poland in 6th, they're fighting up there in that part. They've gone up to 5th now. Saudi Arabia in 7th, Italy in 8th, France in 9th now. They were in 1st for such a long time. Germany up to 10th, I think they were in 10th for a while. Brazil in 13th, USA in 15th, and Britain in 16th. Very bad from America, home of the NASCAR Championship, not doing well here in the first round of the Nations Cup. Canada are out. Portugal are now 2 laps behind, nowhere near the lead. That's Sweden and Panama at the back. see Japan are closing that gap on South Africa. Well, South Africa and Japan have made this gap between them and Jamaica and Spain. Jamaica and Spain are not even in that shot from the eye in the sky, which is absolutely incredible. If you go to this one, you can see Jamaica and Spain are falling back, and these two are just steaming ahead with that clean air. Japan now overtaken South Africa and taken the lead. So we have the pit stops again. When will these guys come out? Brilliant, have come out way quick from that one. But did they pit before? I think they may have pitted before the other guys. As South Africa come out. And it looks like Japan and Jamaica are following them. And there comes Australia, France, Portugal and Poland. We shall see what that does to the standings. Croatia now leading the race. Germany behind. Uruguay, Brazil, USA and Morocco. These will change the standings once things will put themselves back to normal. Obviously South Africa are leading the race, but they've just had a pit there. Spain there coming out of their pit stops. Once they go over the start finish line, things should correct themselves. Switzerland, oh sorry, I was about to say they are a lap behind, but they are back on the lead lap. Portugal still a lap behind. Canada are out. They went out quite a while ago. Looks like Portugal have got off that lead lap behind and are back on the lead lap. Brilliant by them. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic driving from them. South Africa back at the top there, and Britain down in 19th. USA up to 14th now. Which is a place above 15th obviously, but not good enough for them. Brazil, Uruguay 12th and 13th respectively, Panama, Sweden, South Korea and Portugal at the back of the grid. Amazing to see South Africa and Japan fighting out for first place. I can't see anyone else. Maybe Spain could make a move for it, the first spot, but I can't see anyone getting in between South Africa and Japan. This race is theirs as long as they continue to keep up this good work that they are doing. Portugal have got to be careful now, because Japan and South Africa are catching up with them, and they have got off that lap behind back onto the lead lap. But Spain are catching South Africa, and Japan are just literally stomping this clean air and pushing to that 81st lap. As you can see, 75 laps, and they are pushing. South Africa are making a little bit of a comeback now. Perhaps they are saving their tyres for this last few laps to make a push. Maybe, there you go, they are making a push for it. Could this be it? Could this be South Africa taking the lead and keeping that lead from Japan? We have a potential for a really close finish for the first round of the Nations Cup. Look at these two, they are neck and neck. Both desperately want to win this first inaugural race of the Nations Cup. We are on lap 77, going into lap 78. We are near the end of this race, and South Africa now get into first place. Japan in second. We have had no cautions today. And now Spain are getting in the mix. They are now pushing Japan out to the wall. And look at this, South Africa. They are hoping that Spain can do them a favour, but not a favour in trying to overtake them. Could Spain get this race in the bag on the last few laps? Look at this. These three are fighting. I think Jamaica are out of this now. They're going to have to pull off something special to catch up with these three. Japan falling behind Spain, now looking to overtake South Africa. What is happening here? Can Spain win the first race of the Nations Cup? Lap 80, and this is going to be a close finish. Spain are really up behind South Africa now. They are waiting for that opportune moment. Are they going to wait till they see that white flag to do what they look like they're going to do and overtake the South Africans? But South Africa are now making a little bit of a move. They seem to be pretty good on. There's the white flag. They seem to be pretty good on the corners, on the bends. The South Africans. Spain seem to slow up there. Seem to have a faster car on the straights, but no. Proven me wrong. Spain are now pushing. They are pushing. We are going to have a free car race to the finish line. Spain are now pushing. They are pushing Africa out of the way. But I think South Africa have the minerals to win the first Nations Cup. Fantastic finish to a race. Absolutely brilliant. We are complete here at Las Vegas. South Africa dominating there and winning the inaugural race of the Nations Cup. The first round, get the first round of points. Fantastic win for South Africa. Spain in second, Japan in third. I'm guessing Australia look like they're in fourth place. What a great finish for them. Look at that. South Africa first, Spain second, Japan in third, making up the top three spots. Portugal unfortunately did finish 2 laps behind South Korea in 22nd, Panama at the back. Great Britain finished in 18th place, unfortunately. Morocco just in front of them, Russia in 16th. USA managed to finish in 12th place, Germany in 10th, making up the top 10 there. Poland and France, who had a great start to this race, 7th and 8th respectively, and Jamaica in 5th. And yes, the next video for the Nations Cup will probably be tomorrow, but tonight we do have more NASCAR, where we have the Piston Cup this evening, and maybe if we get a little bit of time we will have some NASCAR Heat 4 just before that. So let's go and take a look at the table. So there you go. Sorry, I pressed the button too soon there. South Africa top the leaderboard after the first race, leading with 27 laps in that race by the looks of things. France led it for 16. Germany led it for 1. But yeah, absolutely incredible start to the season, the first season of the Nations Cup. Unfortunately, Canada are bottom, but they do have 91 points, which does help. So let's go to the race results screen. So there you go. South Africa led 27 laps. France led for 16. Poland 14. Japan for 11th. Jamaica for 6th. Spain 4 laps. Germany, Croatia and Brazil all led for 1 lap. All running. Of course, no one else run any laps, unfortunately. And as you can see, the qualifying grid, South Africa started first, but finished down in 22nd. France started in 2nd, finished in 8th. South Africa started in 9th, but finished in 1st place. Absolutely brilliant from them. Absolutely brilliant. All the top 10 didn't have good finishes except for South Africa and France, really, who finished in the top 10, and Germany, who started in 10th and finished in 10th. Same as America, started in 12th, finished in 12th. Britain started in 15th and finished in 18th. Very, very bad from them. So, next race up in the Nations Cup is, of course, we have Bristol. Bristol is next up for the Nations Cup. 0.533 miles, and we also have 150 laps. So hopefully we'll get that video out tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe. That is the main thing. You will miss out on the next round if you don't subscribe. Piston Cup tonight, and hopefully we'll have some NASCAR Heat 4 tonight as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.